What's up guys, it's Mike with Shallow Reef and come back at you with another video, and today I kind of got an algae problem and my cleanup crew just isn't cutting it, and I do have another solution and it's not putting in tanks. So let's see what this solution is. It's time to start dosing Vibrant. Now previously I dosed Vibrant on my 80-gallon Shallow Reef. That tank was up for like 2.5 years. So it was a well-established tank. Now what I want to do is see how Vibrant does on a 4-month-old reef tank. See if there's going to be any, negative side effects, because an 80-gallon tank that's been up for like 2.5 years is pretty robust. A 200-gallon tank that's been up for 4 months, probably not as robust. So I want to see if this bacteria that kind of eats away at the algae will have any negative side effects or any other unintended consequences on this 200-gallon Innovative Marine tank. And if you heard anything in the background when I was talking, it was my son opening up a package. Yes, I know. Well, playing with it. He likes playing with the bubble wrap. Like I said, I'm gonna dose 20 milliliters in this every other week. I'll probably come back in about a month, maybe 40 days. That way I have enough of it build up, and I think this bacteria will be good to kind of bat down the hair algae. Now, one of the things I made a mistake of last time is that I kind of dosed it with my Chaeto in the sump still, and it kind of killed my Chaeto. This time, however, I'm not gonna do that. I don't have any Chaeto, so it should be pretty good to just, dose it 20 milliliters in and see how it goes. So let's get started. I will see you back with hopefully a nice montage of how this goes. I won't be adding any more cleanup crew, so this will be pretty, like a pretty good before and after, and there's gonna be no variables changing. Maybe I'll get some new corals, probably not. My new fish will come in, so it could add to it, but we'll see. And that is my son howling like a dog because he's learning to talk. There he is. Yes, that's my son on a Brightwell salt box. Yes. Trying to howl like a dog? Yeah. Of course you're not gonna howl. Alright, let's get back to the video. Yeah, so not the best looking. You can kind of see how I got some hair algae on my coral. You got it in the sand bed. I was hoping the cleanup crew would do a little bit more with it, but they really haven't done much of it. So the plan is to dose Vibrant. Now, when I did it on the old tank, I was dosing it at the every week level. So with this one, it's not as bad. The hair algae is nowhere near as bad. So I'm thinking about dosing it every other week. So what that means is I'm gonna be dosing 1 milliliter per 10 gallons, which turns out to be, 20 milliliters on this 200-gallon tank, and I'm probably gonna take some before and after shots of the tank just to see how everything's gonna go. So what I'm gonna do is grab some before and after video of the corals and the sand bed, just so that you can see any difference with the dosing of Vibrant. Yeah, there's a lot of algae right down here. Very thin, very fine hair algae. Hopefully I won't move any of these corals in the next month or so. Same thing right here, still got some hair algae on there. Ample fields of hair algae. And a bunch of hair algae on my Bustamusa merletti. This is 48 hours later. 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 And this is the last shot 48 hours later. This is a week later with Vibrant. Vibrant 2 weeks later. This is a week later after dosing Vibrant. 2 weeks later. A week later after dosing Vibrant. 2 weeks later. A week later after dosing Vibrant. 2 weeks later. A week later after dosing Vibrant. 2 weeks later. Overall, it's only been a week. I am really impressed with Vibrant and how well it's doing. Now, I was waiting to do this for like a month, but it's literally only been a week. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test on the upstairs frag tank where I put some of my friend's corals in because he's like restarting his tank. And I'm gonna see if it does the same thing on a like not even 2-week old quarantine tank that's kind of got some hair algae in it. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so I'm rescuing some corals for my friend Wayne. Yes, I know, Daniel. The corals are not looking too good, but you can kind of see how they have a bunch of hair algae on them. So right now I'm gonna do a before and after for this hair algae. And of course the ATO kicks on. Before dosing Vibrant. Before dosing Vibrant. Well, it's been a week with this hair algae in this tank after dosing Vibrant. I'm guessing that 1 week amazing turnaround, actually 48 hours amazing turnaround, was enough in the downstairs tank to kind of beat it back because I had some cleanup crew. But up here where it's got no cleanup crew, yeah, it's gonna take longer, and I just don't want to mess with that. So I'm probably just gonna remove it and then, remove the hair algae and then kind of hit whatever's left with some hydrogen peroxide real quick and put the corals back. All right guys, so as you can see, it was pretty successful dosing Vibrant just once. It did a lot of work. Now, what I think the difference is from the upstairs frag tank that has no cleanup crew or anything in it, and this tank here that has a cleanup crew, is that the Vibrant kind of beat back that algae, like the long strains that you saw in the sand bed, and it allowed the cleanup crew to do their job, which is exactly what you want it to do. So, no ill effects on this, did not affect anything. All the corals are looking good. I do need to get this, so I'm probably gonna take that out and dose it with peroxide or hydrogen peroxide. That way it kind of dissolves the algae that's on there, because it's kind of, yeah, it's a little bit out of control on that. But I don't want to dose any more Vibrant because it does attack the algae, but it also, there's people who say it could attack the zooxanthellae in the coral, just because it is, zooxanthellae is a form of algae. But I mean, I just think 1 dose is good enough for me in this tank, and I'm pretty happy with it. So guys, if you like what you see and you want to see more, click the subscribe button and give me a like, and I will give you some more reviews in the future. And this is a product I really do enjoy using. Vibrant, super simple, does what it's supposed to, and you know, very minimal impact on the tank. Negatively, I haven't seen any negative effects, and it does what it's supposed to. So I'll catch you guys later.